Hi, and welcome to DIY with Jeannie. If this is your first time with us, um, welcome back. If you are a subscriber or if you have seen my channel before, um, I do, all things crafting, sewing, things like that. And this year kind of is the year of sewing. So I wanted to just come on here and talk about shorts for just a second. I got this pattern from happiestcamper.com. It is a free pattern, and I will link that website down below. And I just really wasn't paying that close of attention. I was not paying close of attention to how long the crotch was. So, see, there's the crotch. But one of the things that I was doing with this particular pattern is I was trying to do something that I had seen someone else do, and that is you take your front and your back, and you don't have a side seam. So you put this on your material like so, you cut it out, that's a front and back. You do a second one, that's a front and back. And you want to do the mirror of it. So if I cut it this way for one, I cut it this way for the other. And so that's what I did, and I will go over that again later. I just wanted to come in and go real quickly over this. Now, like I said, was not paying attention to how short this was. And I personally would like longer shorts. Now, these are sleep shorts. Still, I would like them a little bit longer because, when you're sitting on the couch watching TV, you really don't want your bits hanging out. But that's what I got, is the bits hanging out. And that's fine. But I didn't use any material that was just like, fabulously wonderful that I had bought simply for this purpose. I had leftover quilter's cotton in my stash of way too much fabric, which I have way too much fabric. And what did I do this week? I ordered more fabric. I ordered specific fabric this week, though, and I know what I'm going to do with it. I have some patterns already picked out and stuff. What I need to do is go through and start. Hang on. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And start mocking up patterns, and that's what I was doing with this one. And now, this is way too big for me, and I'm just going to have to do quite a bit of gathering with the elastic. So, that will probably fit almost around me as it is. Let's see, how big is that? Going completely around, it would be 11 inches, so no, not quite. I would need about that much. So that is what I want my waist to be, which is going to be fine with elastic. And right now, I wanted to go ahead and show you how to thread the elastic, but I went ahead and hemmed it. I'm going to go ahead and use these as around the house, sleep in, do what I need to do in. But these will by no means ever see the light of day because I made some serious booty shorts. Now, I did leave an opening in the waistband up here, and I folded under first, ironed, and then folded again so that I have a good seam here, a good clean edge here. It's not going to be ravelly like this one will. I did not do it that way because it wasn't all the same length. So another reason to cut them extra long is to make sure that your hem looks pretty. Again, if they're sleep shorts or if you're using flannel or fleece, not really necessary. It's not going to ravel, but this will ravel, so I'm going to have to, really think about it. But I have this 1/4 inch, and what I will end up doing, and what I'll do here in just a minute, I won't sew it on camera today, only because I want to get it done fairly quickly. I'm going to do 3 channels, and, well, geez, it would help if you could see it. I'm going to do 3 channels, 3 pieces of elastic, 3 channels. I'll put seams in the middle, and you'll see that in just a second. So let me go and sew this, and then come back, and I'll show you feeding it through and stuff like that. And we're going to measure out. I wear a 32 waist jean. I just measured with this. It says 33. So we are just going to go ahead and do 33. And I'm going to cut 2. We'll use 8. I have a bodkin somewhere, and a bodkin is just something that you thread elastic through a gap. I have no idea where it is right this second. Actually, I have more than one. I found one of them, but it's way too big. So we're going to use this, and we're just going to run it through the bottom, because that's also maybe a little too big. I'll have to check. Let's see if it'll go through that other one. So what we want to do is just, come on, put it through, close it, and now it's just going to run through that channel just to make it easier for us. So let's see. Yeah, it's not going to go through that one. Okay, I went ahead and put the elastic in both the top and bottom. I just haven't finished off the bottom. I haven't sewn it. It still has the safety pin in it, which is right. I don't know where it is right now because I was stretching it. There it is. It's over here. I think had I gone ahead and used a side seam, I could have taken it in a little bit more when I realized just how much too big it was going to be. But it's not bad. I mean, you've got this almost paper bag waist on them. And it's a good pattern. They are, like I said, super short. Booty shorts. But they'll be great for around the house. They'll be great for bed and stuff like that. So when I'm not anticipating company. But that is it for today. I think what I would do next time is take my pattern, which I have here, and just add more paper here along the bottom. So add white paper. I'd probably add about 4 inches. Just simply, so adding maybe that much. Simply so that I could then make that decision on how long or how short do I want them to be from there. So I would probably line it up with that center line, that match line, which helps you learn how to put these patterns together. I also won't put them together like so. I would, come on, go ahead and leave them as front and back, not put my fronts together and my backs together, or my front and back together. I would go ahead and have a side seam, so let's take that off. So there is what the pattern looks like. It does give you how to pin it together, how to put it all together so that you know you've got your pieces in the right order. So when you're printing your own patterns, which you can, and there are hundreds and hundreds of patterns online for free, but you can also order from independent designers, and they do some beautiful work as well. So keep that in mind when you're looking at it. I guess I should have realized right here that that was going to be a booty short, but yeah, brain just doesn't work that way sometimes. Sometimes you're just like, oh, shorts, sleep shorts, and it says sleep shorts, so your brain doesn't tell you they're going to be super short. Although it probably should have. I should have thought about that. But I hope you enjoyed this. This wasn't very much. It was just a very quick. I wanted you to see mistakes that I made. Mistakes were made. And I hope you watch my other video that is posting this week. It should have been up on Monday, where I am making my first attempt. I made my first attempt. I'm taping this one first. I'm going to make my first attempt at underwear, and I'm doing a French cut high waist. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they come out well, but it's going to be the first pattern that I try, and we will move forward from there. Thanks for sharing time with me, and have an amazing week. If you have not already subscribed, please do so down below. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 this year. I know I said that last year, but this year I plan on having 2 videos a week, so come on, we can do this, I promise. Thank you. Have an amazing one.